What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a good Black Friday. I don't know if you guys were out in them Black Friday streets, but if you were, I hope you got whatever it was you were looking for. I don't do Black Friday anymore. I used to do Black Friday. I used to be one of them people. Me and my cousin, after Thanksgiving dinner, we would take a little nap and then we would hit them streets and but that was when the deals were worth it. We used to really get some good deals. We would drive up to the outlets. But now we got outlets everywhere. Like you used to have to actually drive to the outlet. Now, shoot, she got an outlet 10 minutes from her house. So, and the deals just aren't the same. And now, it used to be that the deals were you had to get it then or it was gone. Like it literally was just a flash sale. Now they had that same stuff on sale all the way up till Christmas. It ain't worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it. But let me come on in. Sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, this camera get on my nerves. Somebody. Yeah. So anyway, so I don't really do Black Friday shopping. Plus, I just don't shop like Plus I just don't shop like I used to. We don't have a bunch of little kids. My nephew, that's really, we don't have a bunch of little kids. My great niece and great nephew, but they live in Texas. I just mail them a gift or I send their parents some money to add to their Christmas, put it to, whatever y'all spend for Christmas or whatever. But back in the day, I used to. Honey. I'm so glad it's back to Friday and not Thanksgiving. I never really did the Black Friday shopping thing except one Friday years ago to get a digital camera from Walmart. You know what? I did it one time to get a portable DVD player before, all of that, before tablets and stuff. I remember that I did. I got up at, I don't know, dark 30 to go to Walmart to get a daggone portable DVD player. And I promise you, I can count on one hand how many times I actually watched that daggone use that portable DVD player. I ended up giving it to my best friend for her to use in the car with her kids. Because I never used it. I just had to have it. I had to have it. And child, I never used it. Just do gift cards. What's up, Pam? That Black Friday shopping is over. I'll order online. Yeah, I mean, it used to be worth it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it used to be worth it, but it's not worth it anymore. And like I said, me and my cousin, we used to drive up to Lancaster and go to the outlets up there. And it's like 2 outlets up there, and they're like maybe 20 minutes apart or something like that. So we would go to one and we go to the other. And they would have these doorbuster sales. So the doorbuster sales went from midnight to like 5 in the morning. So we got there at like midnight. We would leave here about 7 or 8. We would drive up to Lancaster. We would get there. And it was really worth it. The doorbuster sales were actually worth it. And then, baby, we were back home by 10 o'clock. Okay. And then we would just kind of sleep the rest of the day. And most of my Christmas shopping would be done. But it's just not like that anymore. But anyway, let's get into some things of the things. Now, listen, it has been a crazy, crazy, crazy couple of weeks in the world of celebrity news. And we have until midnight, child. We're still on watch until midnight. Like me and Pam were talking earlier. We on watch till midnight now. There's gonna be a debate about whether this statute expired at midnight last night or midnight tonight or 12:01 or whatever, however y'all want to look at it. But in the meantime, in the between time, we'll see if anybody drops anything else. Now we saw that Andrew Cuomo, the former governor of New York, got hit with one. But that shouldn't really surprise too many of us because that's kind of how they got Andrew Cuomo out of office by having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer allegedly. So not really surprised that somebody filed a lawsuit. Now I ain't read it up to see if that's the same person that he was accused of having this relationship with. Honestly, I really didn't. But remember, Andrew I ain't gonna go down that because I didn't read the article. I didn't read the lawsuit. But he was hit with one. Um Marcus Wiley, we're gonna talk about him in a minute. Marcus Wiley, ex-NFL player, and he's connected to housewives. He is connected to the housewives, so we'll get to him in a minute. But we are definitely on Diddy watch. Now, later on tonight at about 9 o'clock, I scheduled a live. We are going to talk about the timeline of Diddy's problematic life. I think a lot of things we have overlooked, a lot of things we looked at, we knew about, but when you put it in perspective and you put it on a timeline and you look at it from that perspective, it might be a little alarming. So we're going to do that about 9 o'clock tonight. And I will drop the link and give you guys an opportunity to come up and say whatever you need to say or what have you. Now let's get into these things of the things, okay? Now I don't have a lot to talk about, but I said there's some things going on we got to deal with. So, oh yeah, we got a timeline. Surviving Diddy. Listen, 50 Cent said he would do it. 50 Cent said he would do it, honey. And remember, it ain't like 50 Cent isn't a producer. It's not like 50 Cent doesn't have a production company. So it's not like he can't put something together. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that he is or it'll be good. I'm just saying we know 50 Cent is a petty troll. So going live tonight, you're spoiling us. But you know, whenever I'm off work, y'all know whenever I'm off work. Plus, there's so much going on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's start with Marcus Wiley. Marcus Wiley, for those who do not know, Marcus Wiley is an ex-NFL player who has a successful YouTube channel, podcast situation. Some of his views have been deemed as controversial over the years. His wife is the newest housewife on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And we have talked about him a couple of times down here. He made some interesting comments about Dwayne Wade's daughter and his opinion on how Dwayne Wade and his family is handling his daughter's transition, Zaya. We know that he is a Trump supporter, him and his wife. So we had already kind of talked about them from that aspect. We talked about them coming on to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and what we thought they would or would not bring to the table. So he was hit with a lawsuit. So I'm going to just read you guys. Remember, I have to be very careful in my wording. So you might have to read between the lines, but I think you'll get it. A Columbia University student has accused former NFL defensive end Marcellus Wiley. I keep calling him Marcus. Marcellus Wiley of RAPE while she was at the Ivy League school in 1994, according to a lawsuit. The victim's lawsuit, which was filed in New York Supreme Court under the Adult Survivors Act, claims that Wiley, the 48-year-old former ESPN personality, attacked her in the fall of that year while he was starring as Columbia's running back during his sophomore season. She stated that Wiley had forced himself on her in a freshman dorm room, did not care for her objections to his actions, and took her virginity. Ooh. The victim claims that she would later attempt to unalive herself because of the traumatic experience. Wiley's actions were intentionally designed to cause the plaintiff severe emotional distress or were taken with reckless disregard of the significant and or substantial probability of causing plaintiff severe emotional distress, her lawyer said. The victim, a sociologist and Ivy League professor who has a focus on race and culture, said she and Wiley had been friends when he invited himself to her dorm room. He told her he wanted to listen to music and eat dinner. Ain't nobody trying to have sex with no virgin. Don't worry, I got you. Just coming to hang out while I eat. I don't even have condoms on me, the victim claims Wiley told her. So it sounds like a conversation was had before he came there. It sounds like he knew she was a virgin. And he even said, hey, I don't even have any protection. You good, you safe. Documents state that Wiley forcibly ripped off the girl's clothes and forced her face down into the mattress. Wiley allegedly arred the girl multiple times, and she feared for her life during the incident. At one point, she allegedly tried to escape, but Wiley verbally threatened her before physically putting her back on the bed. Mm, okay, that's the end of the article. Um, he's black, but I suspect that the girl might not be. And I don't know that to be a fact, but I suspect only because, you know, Columbia University, the probability, he was there playing football. You know what I'm saying? So again, you guys, I don't see where a statement was released. He may have responded, but I'm sure it was pretty much the same, song and dance. It's not true, blah, blah, blah. Um, and again, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't know, and I ain't passing no judgment. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. It was or it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I just bring y'all the information. Y'all do with it what you want. Okay. Again, if there's more to it, if I hear more about it, I'll bring you the update. Okay. Wait, I don't have protection, so you're good. What kind of BS is that? I believe he might have done it, but come on now, protect yourself too. What you mean? I don't understand what you mean, Chuck, Charles. I don't know what you mean by that. So did she go to the police because if he did all that, there was plenty of evidence. I don't have the actual court case in front of me. The court case might have more detail. The articles pull out the most salacious stuff that they can get the clicks on. So I don't have the actual court case in front of me. In the court case, she may speak to whether she went to the police or not. I don't know. I will say this. If she went to campus police, she may not have gotten a lot of help because he was a star athlete, yada, yada, yada. We know that those types of cases, especially in the 80s and 90s, were very prevalent. Um, were very prevalent. Where, especially on these bigger campuses where you have star athletes, the campus police, they have to answer to the chancellor. They have to answer to the athletic directors. And campus police are their own entities. So I'm not saying she did or she didn't, but I'm saying if she had, it still doesn't necessarily mean it would have gone anywhere. And a lot of times, especially on those bigger, more affluent campuses, if you do go to the outside police, a lot of times they'll defer. They don't do it so much now anymore because people got busted, but they would defer those things back to campus. Did I misinterpret the story? This happened in her room, right? Yes. You said, don't let him in your dorm room. See, so this is what I'm going to say. And again, I can only speak for myself. I don't know anybody else that can speak. I'm going to speak for myself. I don't think that's I think that's what's the word I want to use? I think that's a fair thing to say because as a college student, those are the things we did in college. We went to other people's rooms. We went to guys' rooms. We went to girls' rooms. We hung out. We played cards. We talked shit. We listened to music. I don't think it's fair to say, oh, she should have protected herself. If it sounds like she talked to him, it sounds like she had a conversation with him and he told her, girl, you good. I ain't trying to do nothing. I just want to come listen to some music. I want to eat my dinner. Don't worry about it. That's what it sounds like to me. It does sound like that maybe they were dating for him to even bring up, I don't even have any condoms. It sounds like that maybe they were dating or maybe they had been flirting and she addressed it before they even went to his room. Let me say this, and I've said this to you guys before. I've said it a million times before. Yes, but he's leading with I don't have any condoms. Charles, I just don't understand I'm not trying to be funny, and I don't want to offend nobody, but I don't understand the point you're making. I don't understand that. I've told you guys a million times before, and I will keep saying it. But for the grace of God, I made some really bad decisions in college that could have had me in all kinds of trouble. all kinds of trouble. But for the grace of God go I. So I don't know. I don't know what, I'm not sure what you're saying. Just because he said I don't have any condoms, I'm not sure what she was supposed to do with that. So exactly, Tracy. That's a normal conversation. Like, that is a normal, especially as a college student, that is a normal conversation that I know I've had with guys in college. Like, ain't nobody coming up to your dorm room. You might be trying to get my goodies. And him be like, girl, ain't nobody tripping. Ain't nobody trying to get your goodies. Girl, we just trying to play some cards. Man, we just trying to listen to that new Mary J. Blige. Like, it's a conversation. And we're talking about 18, 19, 20-year-old students. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, Charles. So you was a red flag. To me, not so much. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. Hey, boo. So, yeah. So anyway, hold on, let me see. She went to the school. They made him sit out a semester. There were other victims at the school who reported it at the time too. She kept raising it over the years. She teaches at Columbia. Okay, so this isn't the first time she's brought it up, but she's just taking advantage of the law which is put in place for people like her. Okay, thank you, course correction. Thank you for that information. So this isn't her first time bringing it up. This isn't her first time raising the alarm, and that allegedly, according to course correction, allegedly there are other victims. So, okay. Nothing you're saying is any different than the way you were in college. Is dorm life. Yeah, I mean, like I said, but for the grace of God go out. And I went to an all-girls college. I went to an all-girls college. And trust me, trouble still found us. We found it, however, whatever, whoever, right? So again, I will keep you guys posted if more information comes out. I didn't do any research on it. I just was bringing you guys the information because the other night, so many stories, like literally while I was live, 3 or 4 stories dropped, and I just didn't have a chance to cover or talk about all of them. So I wanted to give you guys that information. And again, his connection to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it'll be very interesting to see if that case moves forward, how it's handled in the Bravo world. Okay. When I was younger, I wanted to go into the military, and the recruiters used to come to your house, and this guy tried to rape, yeah, Katrina, and I fought him for over 2 hours. Oh my God. Yeah. Even if she never reported it before, so what? True, Melly. I was just saying, I'm just trying to give y'all as much of the facts. I agree. I mean, if she didn't report it, she didn't report it. And I am so sorry to hear that, Katrina. That is wow. That is crazy. Crazy. All right, you guys. Shout out to the 200 people in the room. Please hit that like button. Hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all, we on our way. We might get to 14K before the end of the year. We need like 60 more subscribers to get to 14K, y'all. Now, we was trying to get to 15K. But baby, if we get to 14K, I'd be happy. Okay, Charles says, and I want to read this out loud. Charles said, I hope y'all don't think I'm placing blame on her. She trusted the wrong person. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So that's that information. So where we gonna go from there? Since we talk about Real Housewives stuff, let's just get on to this. I got a little bit of Bravo stuff to bring y'all, and then we're gonna get into some of these bigger headlines. I'm gonna get it before Christmas. Corey said it. We're gonna get there before Christmas. That's what Corey said. Okay. So listen. Nene posted a picture. Now, we know a couple of weeks ago, Nene made up with Cynthia. Let's go a little bit down the line. We know that Nene made up with Cynthia. We know that Nene broke up with old boy. We know that Nene and Bethany were cool, but then they're not cool no more. Thank you, Smack to you. Says she's a new subscriber. Y'all come on and say hi to I hope she or he. I'm sorry, I don't mean to misgender anybody. Y'all, welcome. Smack to you to the tribe. Thank you for subscribing, my love. And then we saw that Nene followed Bravo and Bravo followed Nene back on social media, and Nene scrubbed her social media of all Bethany in content, right? She said she was doing a podcast with Bethany. Looks like that's not going to happen. So, of course, this has all led to speculation that there is going to be a reconciliation between Bravo and Nene. I told you guys, I said it, and I'm going to stand on it until somebody prove me wrong. And I'm okay with eating my words. I'm okay with saying y'all were right and I was wrong. I'm okay with that. Probably the biggest person I have to say that to is Jonathan, but I'm okay with that. Do I think that we will see Nene back on Bravo again? Yes. In some capacity, we may very well see Nene back on Bravo. Do I think that we're going to see Nene back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with a peach? Absolutely not. I absolutely not. Now, hey, Pat. Now, hey. Now, with that being said, hold on, y'all, real quick. So with that being said, Nene posted a picture of herself yesterday flying out. She was in first class, honey. She was flying out. And I said to myself, I said, she going to Dubai. I don't know why I knew she was going to Dubai, but something in my mind said she going to Dubai because that's where everybody seemed to go. I used to want to go to Dubai. I don't even want to go no more. I don't even want to go to Dubai no more. But she going to Dubai. So then today, or yesterday, might have been yesterday, I saw a picture of her and Cynthia. They are both in Dubai. Now, one of these bloggers, I'm not going to say who it is, but one of these bloggers down to the social media who is the Real Housewives of Atlanta Bravo, expert, who usually is right about these things. I will give him credit for that. Usually right about these things. Said that Nene and Cynthia are filming. That they are in Dubai and that they are filming. Now, I also saw where Real Housewives of Atlanta is on hiatus until the spring, which to me further pushes along the storyline that they are rebooting. I don't think they're going to clean. I don't think they're going to fire everybody. I know that Chef Don Don, I don't believe it. I don't believe that they're filming. I don't. I do not believe that they're filming because I don't believe that they're filming. Let me just say that. But if they were filming, it would be an ultimate girls trip. It would not be Atlanta. It would not be Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of Atlanta, from my understanding, they are on hiatus. They are on hiatus. And they're on hiatus for about another 6 months, which really lets me feel like they are doing some serious house cleaning down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because normally they would have already been filming by now. The fact that they have not filmed at all and that they're not going to film for another 6 months, yeah. Now, they could have been filming for another show altogether, but they were not filming. Well, I don't believe they were filming for no Real Housewives of Atlanta. At the very most, I'm going to give you an Ultimate Girls Trip. But we haven't heard anything about an Ultimate Girls Trip going to Dubai. Now, do I think that maybe they would have a cameo on Dubai while they're out there? Maybe. Phaedra did it. Maybe they'll film a cameo. But the Real Housewives of Dubai is not filming right now. They're not filming right now. So I don't know, you guys, but I just tell y'all what I hear. Now, y'all do it what you want. I personally do not feel like Nene is filming for anything on Bravo. But if she is filming for Bravo, it has nothing to do with Atlanta. That's my opinion. Right. There was an event in Dubai where a lot of celebrities were there. Right. Steve Harvey, Anthony Anderson, Terrence J. Right. They was all down to the Dubai. That doesn't mean that Nene was filming anything. That just means Nene got invited to a party. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all stop. Because when I saw that, I said, now far be it for me to be telling these people what they don't know. But no. Now, from my understanding, Kenya, Candy, and I know y'all don't want to hear this, but Sheree, um, are the only three that, from my understanding, are coming back. I don't even know if that's true. Because y'all know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes with all of these back and forth with personnel, right? So I don't even know if that's true, but that's what I heard. Right. Steve Harvey had an event. So I'm just telling y'all that they trying to make it seem like it's something that is not. I do not think that Nene was filming. I think that, it's a whole lot of little things going on and people are just putting 20 on 10. People are putting 20 on 10. It's a whole lot of little stuff going on. And, because people really want these things to be true. And I understand that. We want Listen, Nene makes good TV, but Nene ain't coming. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Right. So, okay. All right. Moving on. I'm just telling you what the streets are saying. So y'all can't come back to me and be like, really, B, you ain't even tell us that. I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling y'all I don't believe it, but I'm telling y'all what some people in the streets are saying. Yes, it was a celebrity golf tournament down to the Dubai. But again, just because they were both there together don't mean it. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying, child. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. Let me mark it off these things off my list as I go through the list. Okay. And news that we really don't care that much about, but I'm gonna just go and give it to y'all anyway. Um, Tierra Marie and Hazel Lee. For those who don't even know who these people are, because again, who cares? Tierra Marie is a singer, loving hip hop. Hazel Lee is a rapper, loving hip hop. And at one point in time, I guess they were friends, but now they not. And we know that they have had these epic fights, blah, blah, blah. Hazel E did a tell-all interview down to the Tasha K. That should already let you know. Oh, you said that Cynthia and Nene are with Lisa. Yeah. So they may make a cameo on Dubai. They may very well make a cameo on Dubai, but I don't see that happening. But anyway. Hazel Lee said down to the Tasha K that Tierra Marie, that they had sexual relations. That's what she said. She said they had sexual relations. And Hazel Lee said that Tierra Marie performed oral satisfaction on her. Okay. So Tierra Marie said the following. Let me read y'all what she said. Tierra Marie said the following. I've spent the past year on a personal journey, getting to know myself and working on myself. People say my name and slander me. I don't respond at all. But this time I will. The allegations made on me are completely false. I once looked at this woman like a sister, friend, and family. I refuse to respond with hate and anger. But what I will say is, Hazel, I wish you all the best in life. I hope one day you'll begin your journey of peace and healing. God bless you and your family. Hazel Lee posted underneath that, and Hazel Lee said, so she gonna make me come with the receipt. So first of all, let me say this to both of y'all. Tierra, I think that was a perfect response. And here's why I think that was a perfect response. Because don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. We might have cared a little bit, just this much. We might have cared this much when y'all was both on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and there might have been something for us to talk about down to the tribe. But I promise you, don't nobody care now. Don't nobody care nothing about what Hazel Lee said. Don't nobody even pay attention to the fact that Hazel Lee did an interview with Tasha K. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that Hazel Lee did an interview with Tasha K. I didn't even know. And listen, I follow Tasha K so I can keep up with the shenanigans going on over there. I didn't even know. Because don't nobody care. So, Tierra, you gave the perfect response. You gave the perfect response. I wish you well in all your endeavors. Notice she ain't say she was gonna sue her though. Notice she ain't say she was gonna sue her. She ain't say that. Now I will say I'm a little curious as to what receipts you have. What receipts you have? You got pictures? You got text messages? What are your receipts? I don't want to see them because I don't care that much. But I'm just wondering what receipts what you saying you got. Just curious. Just curious. So that is in the category of we just don't care. That's the shit we don't care about. Now, I'm gonna give a shout out. Mia, are you here? My member, Mia J, you here, girl? Come on down. If you here, come on down front. Now, Mia took a hit for the team. Y'all know I say I'm always taking one for the team. Y'all know I'm always saying I take a hit for the tribe. Okay. Unless you got him on Meek Binder, I don't care. Okay. Right. It doesn't sound like, okay, Ray Bishop said, read it again because it don't sound like a denial. Let's read it again. Let me read it again. I spent the past year on a personal journey getting to know myself and working on myself. People say my name and slander me. Well, right there she said it's slander, but she didn't say that. That's slander. Okay. I don't respond at all. But this time I will. The allegations made, well, she said it right there. The allegations made on me are completely false. She said it. She said they false. But I just noticed, happy Thanksgiving, big bro. And I just got finished having a whole conversation about your girl. You missed it. So sorry. Yeah, she used to date Ray J. Mm-hmm. Right. Jonathan missed it. Okay. Okay, Mia, was that you that took one for the team? Do I have the right Mia? Mia, did you take one for the team? So somebody took one for the team, y'all. Y'all know I'm always coming down here and I'm telling y'all about, shit we did not ask for. I'm always telling y'all the stuff we did not ask for. So my member came down, slid down to let me know. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me go over here. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta go over here. Okay. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here, where is it? Where is it? Lord, now I gotta keep scrolling down. Here you go, Mia. It was you. Okay. Mia took one for the team, y'all, and then she sent me the evidence. She sent me the evidence. So let me tell y'all what had happened. Mia said she was down to the Baskin and Robbins, right? She sent me a picture. She was down to the Baskin and Robbins, and they had the Thanksgiving fixins ice cream. Remember we talked about that on shit we did not ask for. Remember I told you, and I said I might try it because it was like cranberry and sweet potato and a crust, like a crust. And I said I might try it. I don't want the cranberry, but I said the sweet potato with the crust. I might see what that's giving. So she was down to the Baskin and Robbins. And she tried it. See, she even sent me the spoon. Right? She got a little sample because she said, I'm gonna give me a little sample. So so let me read y'all what she said. She said, hey, Really B. I took one for the tribe today. I went to Baskin Robbins they had the turkey fixins ice cream. It wasn't horrible. I wouldn't want to order it, but it wasn't bad. I vote a 3 on shit we did not ask for. What did she say? Okay. So she voted a 3, which if you play the game, y'all know what 3 is. Hell no. But she did actually try it, and she said it wasn't too bad. Now she said she would not order a full size, but it wasn't too bad. Mia, thank you for taking one for the team. Thank you for trying it for us and taking one for the team. Like I told y'all, if I was down to the Baskin and Robbins and I saw it, I would try it. I would try it. So shout out to Miami. Y'all know I always call her Miami. Mia. Shout out to Mia. And she is a member too. Thank you, my love. Mwah. I had to share that with y'all. That was funny to me. She said, baby, I had to take one for the tribe. All right, y'all. Now let's get into some of this serious shit. Where do we want to start? Let me see. I got that out the way. See, I talked about that. I talked about that. And I did that. Okay. Jamie Foxx. Now, y'all know the other day, while we were live, when all the lawsuits was dropping, and another one, and another one, and another one. One of those lawsuits was against Jamie Foxx, and we read it. And I told y'all when we read it, I said, this sounds very vague. Now, granted, we weren't reading the actual lawsuit, we were reading the article, but it was very vague. Remember, but again, I ain't questioning the people. I'm reading information, but it did sound a little vague, you know? So Jamie Foxx, what we found out is Jamie Foxx is planning to fight this lawsuit. Let me read y'all this article. I'm going to read y'all this article. It says, it's coming from Yahoo Entertainment. Jamie Foxx is accused of SA and battery in a lawsuit filed November the 20th, 2023. After the scandal made headlines, people are now wondering what Foxx has been accused of and has he responded to the allegations. So we already went through the allegations, For those who don't know, I'll read through it. For those who weren't here, don't know. An unidentified woman accused Foxx, whose real name is Eric Marlin Bishop, of SA during a 2015 incident in New York City. In the lawsuit filed, according to the legal documents, Foxx allegedly touched the woman's waist and then moved his hands under her top. The actor then allegedly started rubbing the plaintiff's breast and took her to a secluded portion of a rooftop restaurant called Catch New York City. He's been accused of touching in other areas of her body once they moved to the private area of the venue. Allegedly, he violated her with his fingers. I'm gonna just put it that way, okay? The case was filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act. According to the lawsuit, the incident began when a friend of the plaintiff asked Foxx for a photo. The actor seemed intoxicated at the time and complimented the plaintiff on her supermodel body and her scent, according to the legal documents. The plaintiff claimed Foxx's advances eventually turned physical and she tried to get away. So here's his response. Foxx denied the allegations made against him in the lawsuit. The alleged incident never happened. In 2020, this individual... I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought because I'm sorry, something popped up on my screen. In 2020, this individual filed a nearly identical lawsuit in Brooklyn. That case was dismissed shortly thereafter. A spokesperson for Foxx said in a statement, "The claims are no more viable today than they were then. We are confident they will be dismissed again. And once they are, Mr. Foxx intends to pursue the claim for malicious prosecution against this person and her attorneys for refiling this frivolous action." Now, remember, New York City has the anti-slap law that Pam has very carefully. If you're not subscribed to Pam, the Law Intellect, y'all need to go on and get subscribed to Pam. But Pam has broken down the anti-slap law, which is in effect in New York, and now it is in effect in New Jersey and in California. And basically, it is to try to deter frivolous lawsuits. And under the anti-slap, if you're accused of something and it is found to be, you know, frivolous or whatever the situation is, you can, or really just you were found to be unfounded, whatever the language is. Y'all know I ain't no lawyer. But then you can pursue your legal fees from that person. And it sounds like, although they don't use the word anti-slap, it sounds like Jamie Foxx is going to go after this woman, and he is going to fight these allegations. Now, let me say this, and I am not saying that this woman is lying or not. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I do feel like I do not feel like this law, this act was put in place for people to try to take a second bite at the apple, right? If she filed a lawsuit and it was thrown out because there was not, you know, whatever, not enough evidence, it was unfounded, whatever reason why it was thrown out, I do not feel like she should be able to file again under this statute. That is my opinion. Now, if it was thrown out because of misconduct, if the judge did something unethical or something like that, if new evidence has come up, maybe she has evidence now that she didn't have 2 years ago. I don't know. But if it's the same lawsuit with the same evidence, I have a problem with that. Now, I'm all here for victims. I am all here for victims, but I have a problem with that because to me that's in the same wheelhouse as double jeopardy. You don't get to take a bite of the same apple. That's my opinion. Now, again, if there's new infinite, you know, like if she did, like, let's say in 2020 she didn't have certain evidence. Let's say in the 2 years window, maybe somebody has come forward, a waiter or a manager has come forward and said, listen, I know what happened to you was messed up and we covered it up. Boom, I got that. I'm fine with that. If there was a videotape that wasn't available and now miraculously security footage has shown up, right? That kind of stuff, yes. If there's new evidence, that's a different conversation. But if it's the same lawsuit with the same evidence against the same person that was just thrown out 2 years ago, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all might not like it, and I love y'all anyway. I got a problem with that. And that's just my opinion. Hey, Daniel. Hey, everybody that's coming. We have 277 people in the chat. If you could please hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a good time. Come on down and say hi to the people. There are still, listen now, the front row and the second row is full. But there are still some seats in the third row. The front row, first row and second row a little full. But you can still get close. You can still get to the third row. And we right here. We right here. I don't think double jeopardy applies to. Yeah, I don't think the language applies. Right. Double jeopardy, I do not believe applies in that case. But I mean, to me, it's like double jeopardy. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I don't think that that's a statute in civil law. That's my opinion. I don't know. The Governor Cuomo would agree because his same victim is bringing another case for the same claims. Yeah. See, I have a problem with that. But that's me. That's me. I don't want to know what's thrown out, lack of evidence, and how different it is from the first. Right. Now, and that's information that I don't have. I'm being honest. And that's why I said if dot. Right. If she has new information, then I'm all for it. Right. But if it's the same information against the same people, I'm kind of side-eyeing a little bit. I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of side-eyeing that a little bit. But anyway, so that's what's going on. So Jamie Foxx is planning to fight this case against him. He said it is not true. It is frivolous, and he plans to fight it. And that's what he's saying now. Everybody plans to fight it. And then 3 weeks from now, we'll find out he's settled. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, everybody always gonna fight something. They fighting it, they fighting it, they fighting it, they fighting it, and then you look up and they done settled it. So I don't know. I don't know. And don't get me wrong, Jamie Foxx ain't no Boy Scout, and I ain't about to sit here and pretend like he is. That ain't what I'm saying either, y'all. Before people start talking about what Jamie Foxx, they said he did this, and Jamie Foxx, they said he did that. I ain't saying Jamie Foxx is no Boy Scout, because he is not. But I'm just saying in this case, and again, I just, you know, that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. All right. Sorry, y'all. My stuff popping up on my phone. Okay. Yana, what Yana say? May I sit my purse in my lap and make room for one more in the front? Yeah. Well, you know, Yana, you lit up in green. You got a whole VIP section. Now, listen, for the people who are new to the tribe, if you have membership, if you are lit up in green, there's a membership section that's up front. You are in VIP. You just come on down, Yana. Now, Yana, you know to come on down. You in VIP now. Come on. Bring your purse. Come on. Now for the people who are new to the tribe, now if you're a smoker, there's a smoking section up in the balcony. You gotta go up top. Okay. I'm not saying you can't bring your libations, but you gotta go up top if you smoke it. If it's you gotta go up top. Okay. There's seats up top. People lit up in green, you down front. Okay. We got order here in the tribe. We got some order here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but can you resubmit civil suits to the court unless they've been dismissed with prejudice? Two fights, that's a good question, and I don't know. But I think if it's dismissed with prejudice, then yeah. That's why they do with prejudice and without prejudice. Yeah. Do you know if in Georgia they have you mean what they're doing in New York right now? No, that's not in Georgia right now. You mean the Adult Survivors Act? To my knowledge, that's not something that's in Georgia. And it expires in New York. Well, it either expired at midnight last night or expires at midnight tonight. Okay. Diamond Pearl says she's standing in the back with the cookies and the punch. Okay, girl. She in the back with the cookies and the punch. You in the wine and cheese section? Yeah. You back with the charcuterie boards. Charcuterie. I finally learned how to say the word right. Shout out to Miss Cruiser, who had she had it broken on her they had a charcuterie challenge and she had it set up and I was like, okay, I finally got to say it right. Charcuterie board. Okay. So she backed it with the charcuterie. Okay. We are classy based around here. We have a wine and cheese section. I didn't know we had one, but we got one according to Katrina. We got a wine and cheese section. All right. Okay. All right. Amani Shumpert, come down front. Come here. Come here, sir. I need to talk to you. Amani Shumpert, come here. Down front. Down front. Come here. I need to talk to you. Oh, I found the old claims on Jamie. Not she said he slapped her in the face. Stop funny. Tracy, send it to me. Please, 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 please send it to me. So we know that Amani Shumpert and Teyana Taylor are currently going through a divorce. We found out the other night via TMZ that Teyana Taylor had filed for divorce back in January. And somehow between January and November, almost a year, we didn't know nothing about it, right? The public had no idea, no clue. As a matter of fact, when evidence dropped of him out in them streets, that is the first time that we even found out that they were separated. And then Teyana said what she said, and then she went on back by her business. So the question was, well, how the hell did we find out all of a sudden now? Like, what happened that changed things? Well, come to find out, when Teyana Taylor filed for divorce, she wanted to keep it private, and so she used initials. She did not use her real name or his real name. She only used their initials, and that is why it has been in the court for so long without us knowing anything about it. Well, according to Teyana Taylor's attorney, Amani Shumpert filed. Hold on, let me pull up my. I want to get it right. Amani Shumpert filed. Where did I put it? Lord. Okay. Amani Shumpert's attorneys filed for documentation to basically use their real legal names, knowing that the minute instead of it saying TT, it says Teyana Taylor. And the minute it went from IS to Amani Shumpert, that it was going to hit everything. It was going to hit everything. So Teyana Taylor's attorney is basically accusing Amani Shumpert of manipulating to put the information out there, because for whatever reason, not Amani, I'm sorry, thank you, Imani Shumpert. Imani, okay. Iman. I keep wanting to add an I. Iman, thank you. She keeps like that. Basically, he wanted the information out there. Now, I don't understand why he would, other than his own personal ego, his own personal whatever. That to me, and I don't know the legal. Again, I didn't go to nobody's law school, so I don't know the legal maneuvering that would be to his advantage for that information to be put out there. But he did. So let me read you what Teyana's attorney said, and then I'm going to read you what Teyana said, because Teyana did release a statement herself. So her attorney said this, child. I gotta close my I gotta, because I gotta take my glasses off, because it's okay. And it says, it is indeed unfortunate that the divorce proceedings between my client Teyana Taylor and her estranged husband Iman Shumpert became public yesterday. Ms. Taylor has tried to resolve this matter amicably and privately in order to protect all parties involved, particularly the minor children. Ms. Taylor has always kept the minor children at the forefront of every decision that she has made during this process. For that reason, our firm filed all 3 divorce actions with initials only, including the current case, that Ms. Taylor has remained gracious throughout this process. At 2:04 p.m. on November the 22nd, Mr. Shumpert's lawyer surprised Ms. Taylor with her and her counsel by filing the attached motion to substitute true legal names as real parties in interest. The motion spells out both parties' full legal names. We were able to keep this divorce matter private, as Ms. Taylor requested, for 11 months. Prior to Mr. Shumpert's motion revealing the parties' legal names and making this private matter public. Ms. Taylor has not spoken to any media at all about her divorce case. All of the blogs claiming what Ms. Taylor said is only things taken directly from leaked court documents. This matter would very likely still be private if Mr. Shumpert's motion to substitute had not been filed. Moving forward, Ms. Taylor requests that the parties' privacy be respected, such that the parties and their minor children are not negatively impacted and the parties' divorce can be finalized. So they're saying basically it's his fault that we got the information, right? So then Teyana did release, even though she wasn't going to speak on it, she did say something. Hold on, let me go to that. So this is what Teyana said. Teyana said, I mind my business. Don't bother nobody. And y'all know I've never played about my children, family, and our privacy. I have not spoken on this private matter to any media outlets or blogs. So anyone claiming, Teyana said, didn't get any statements directly from me. These statements were taken from private court documents that were leaked to the public. It is very heartbreaking that someone would take out the time to make such a private matter public for the world to see. However, protecting my family is one thing I've always done, and for any children, I will continue to do so. For my children, I will continue to do so. Please, if y'all play nieces, Junie and Rue, like y'all have shown, please allow myself and my family some privacy to resolve this matter in peace. Love y'all. Y'all, I don't understand what his motivation would be for that information to be put out in the public. I don't know if he's trying to win a battle of public opinion. Not really sure what and why, what he's trying to do with it, and or why. Not really sure. Because those divorce documents do not paint him in a positive light. Now, maybe, that's his way of trying to let us know that what was being said ain't true and yada yada yada, but it does not paint him in a positive light. So, sir, I don't understand what your goal was in doing that. But she's absolutely correct. Her lawyers are absolutely correct. This divorce has been going on for almost a year, and we ain't know shit. And absolutely, Shay, he is proving her right. By him making this move, he is proving the things that she said about him. She's proving him right. Because that, and I know that we overuse narcissism and narcissistic, but that is some selfish ass behavior. At the very least, that was selfish. At the very least, that was selfish. Now, I ain't trying to diagnose nobody with being a narcissist, but that is certainly selfish. You created a whole firestorm right before Thanksgiving. For what? Why? Like, what do you gain from this? I don't know. He must be losing in court. Well, if they didn't have a prenup and he made more money than her during the majority of their marriage, and they got 2 kids together, probably ain't looking good for him. It probably is not looking good for him. I mean, I don't know. I ain't no divorce attorney, and I don't know where they filed. I know for a while, through their marriage, they've lived in multiple states. So, and I know they have residences in at least 2 states. They have a house in Atlanta, and I know at one point in time they had a house somewhere else. I know in the reality show they talked about it, but I know they've lived in LA, they've lived in Atlanta, they've lived in multiple places. So, right, he wants attention, good or bad, but there's something wrong with that. He's a stunt queen and couldn't handle the fact that she had a life outside of him, better yet, before him. Child. Okay, Caribbean girl. Okay. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. And donations are not required, but they are accepted and appreciated. Thank you so much. All right. Last but not least, let's get into this Tiffany Haddish situation. Now, we got 2 different Tiffany Haddish stories. We have Tiffany Haddish allegedly being arrested on a DUI, and then we have this lawsuit. So let's talk about the DUI first, because the lawsuit is going to take a little longer. Let's talk about this DUI first. Now, back in January, almost a year ago, Tiffany Haddish was arrested for a DUI in Atlanta. According to the blogs, because I've seen it in multiple places. I think I saw it first on TMZ, child. But I've seen it in multiple places now. But according to the blogs, Tiffany was, and we have footage of her being walked to the police cruiser in handcuffs. So let me read you guys what TMZ is saying. Tiffany Haddish is facing a DUI charge in Beverly Hills after she allegedly fell asleep behind the wheel. Beverly Hills police officers put Tiffany in handcuffs as she was arrested early Friday morning. The actress and comedian was not involved in an accident, but cops say they got a call around 5:45 a.m. about someone stopped in the middle of Beverly Drive, apparently slumped over the wheel while the car was running. Cops responded to the scene, and as you can see, Tiffany went peacefully, but as she was arrested, we're told she will be cited for DUI and released. She was released. She was given her citation and she was released. She had performed at the Laugh Factory in West Hollywood Thursday night for the club's 43rd annual free Thanksgiving feast for the community. This is the second DUI arrest for Haddish, who was also busted under similar circumstances back in January of 2022, at that time in Atlanta. Peachtree City PD also responded to a call of someone sleeping behind the wheel. When they responded to the area, they found Tiffany pulling into a neighborhood. She was booked for DUI and improper stopping on the roadway, and according to court records, she's scheduled to go on trial December the 4th. This ain't looking good to me. You mean to tell me you haven't even resolved that case yet? Why you ain't resolved that case? I'm just saying, why are you going to trial, man? Girl, what? What? Wait a minute. You were arrested in January of 2022, almost a year ago, and your trial starts in December. Why haven't you settled that? As far as we know, you were a first-time offender. I know people who have gotten DUIs and it's their first-time offender. And usually there's a diversion program. Usually there's some sort of something that they offer you. Why are you going to trial? That is stupid to me. Now let's be clear. I didn't go to nobody's law school. I certainly am nobody's traffic attorney. But it seems to me that somewhere between January and December, somebody offered you a deal. I feel like they did. I feel like somebody called your attorney and said, "Can she just go to some classes?" Ain't nobody offering no classes. Diversion program. I'm not even being funny, y'all. If that was her first time, okay, neither here nor there. That ain't my business. Okay, but let's be clear, Tiffany, that ain't a good look. So now you're gonna walk into court in 2 weeks. December the 4th is what? 2 weeks from now. You're gonna walk into court in 2 weeks with a second DUI that you just had. So you can't even go into court now and argue. You can't even go into court and argue and say, well, you know what? I was going through some things. I had a lot going on. My life was upside down, but I'm better now. You can't even argue that you made a mistake. Because all they're gonna say is, but you did it 2 weeks ago. But the exact same thing happened 2 weeks ago. Now let me say this. And I'm gonna say this to all of y'all. And listen, I'm pointing the finger at myself. Let's be clear. I am pointing the finger. The finger is going here first. There have been times when I have made bad decisions in my younger days. I told y'all that a little while ago. But for the grace of God, go I, right? I have made some bad decisions. And maybe one or two of them bad decisions might have been that I should not have been behind a car when I was behind the wheel of a car. Now, I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. Now, that was years ago. Don't judge me for my past because I don't live there no more, okay? But there were a couple of times when I probably should have made a different decision. And thank God I made it home. I'm just going to say that, and I'm saying that. But in 2023, as a grown ass woman with money in the bank and with a DUI already in your back pocket that ain't been resolved, ma'am, if you don't call you a damn Uber, if you don't call you a Lyft, if you don't ask a friend for a ride home and go back and get your car in the morning, what the is wrong with you? That don't make no sense. There are too many other options these days. And it was the holiday. Do you know that I think Uber and Lyft was giving free rides during the holidays? They usually do free rides for people if they're intoxicated. It ain't looking good, girl. It ain't looking good. Now, if y'all been here for a while, y'all know that we followed the Tiffany Haddish situation when she was accused of being involved in the essay. She had Jack Daniels on the brain. She had Jack Daniels on the brain. When she was being accused, rich people have concierge service that will drive your car. It's a lot of listen, and she drives a Tesla. There's a lot of options she had. I only know she drives a Tesla. Don't worry about it. That didn't even matter that she drives a Tesla. But she had options. Exactly, Jessica. You have money. At the very least, you got Uber money. At the very least, you got Uber money. Uber money. Right. You got an assistant you can call. You have car like this. Listen, you have options. And my thing is this: I'm not even saying don't go out here and get your drink on. Far be it for me to tell somebody not to enjoy their libations, but I'm saying make better decisions. Make better decisions. So, with that being said, y'all remember we were around. I know my OGs were around when we were going through the things with Tiffany Haddish. And some of y'all even remember when the mother reached out to me. Y'all remember me telling y'all that story about when the mother reached out to me? Child, it was a whole situation. Hold on, I'm getting some intel. Hold on, I'm getting some intel. Okay, Jay Walsh. Okay, Jay. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting some intel. I'm getting some intel. Hold on. Hold on. We was getting ready to talk about this lawsuit, but somebody just dropped some information and told me that that lawsuit was dismissed. So we're gonna leave it at that. Hold on. Hold on. Because the person that's giving me this information, I trust them. So hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. See, look at this. We're getting intel as we speak. We're getting intel as we speak. So hold on. So there was a lawsuit, okay? And it says here that I'm just telling you what the Jasmine brand said, but I'm being told that this lawsuit was dropped, that this lawsuit was dismissed. But I'm read you the information. It says that hold on. Hold on. I'm getting the intel, y'all. Okay. All right. So let me give y'all the intel. I got the intel. Woo, I got the intel. Okay. So let me tell y'all what it was, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the intel I just got. All right. And shout out to my angel in the clouds. Make it make sense. Shout out. Okay. Tiffany Haddish's former friend says she's ready to expose the actress for being evil and desperate for fame in a forthcoming defamation case. Now, allegedly, this case was filed. I'm going to read y'all what it says, and then I'm going to tell y'all the intel, okay? The actress's former friend, whose children received a settlement from a grooming lawsuit involved Haddish back in September, has filed another suit for defamation. According to reports, the plaintiff named Traza Morris will appear in arbitration court soon to argue her case against Tiffany Haddish. The woman is accusing the Girls Trip star of intentionally smearing her name while claiming she was the victim of extortion when Morris filed suit on behalf of her children. Despite them initially denying all the allegations, the comedians eventually settled the matter privately. However, Morris now claims that she suffered a great deal as a result of Haddish's reverse accusation against her. And I'm just skimming through this because, like I said, I'm not going to read all the way through because, again, I have an update. Upon receiving a new lawsuit from Morris, Haddish reportedly submitted a successful motion to court judge who ruled the case would be tried in arbitration court as the two had an NDA in place. Reportedly, Morris initially expressed concern over the matter. However, she recently shared that feels more ready as she has a better understanding, of the process. Now, this is saying that there's a current case, but according to Make It Make Sense, he said I can say his name. He said I can use his name. According to Make It Make Sense, Tiffany Haddish actually reached out to him because Mims did a video earlier all about this lawsuit, all about Tiffany Haddish. He read the whole lawsuit and everything. And I guess Tiffany, shout out to Mims for being on the radar. Shout out to Mims for being on the radar because Tiffany Haddish reached out to him and told him that that case has been dismissed. So that is the intel. So they don't need us going through all of the ins and the outs and the ups and the downs because allegedly, according to Tiffany Haddish, the case has been dismissed. Now, I'm going to say this, and if you remember or you were around back when all that stuff went down, I told y'all that this lady reached out to me, the mother. And it was her. It was her. I confirmed that it was her. But she reached out to me because how do I word this? I feel like she wanted to use my platform to tell her story, but she wasn't willing to come on my platform to tell her story. Right? She wanted to feed me information to share. But when I was like, okay, girl, I'll tell the people, but I need you to come down. I need you to come on. I said, you can come on behind the screen because I have verified that is you. So you can come on. You don't have, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to show your face. But I can't keep saying things without I need you to say it, or I need you to confirm it, right? And she wasn't willing to do that. So when she wasn't willing to do that, I kind of let it go. You know, I kind of let it go. So it's interesting. That is interesting. Did I talk about the Black Skeletor from He-Man, Aaron Hall? We talked about Aaron Hall earlier this morning, Katrina. We did a whole video like 9 o'clock this morning, girl. Yeah, you Miss Bay thing you remember, right? So so she, like I said, she reached out to me in the past, and I, when she wouldn't do the interview, that kind of was the end of the communication, honestly. I did, talk to her a few times on the phone, and she shared some information with me. But I just, like I said, I was like, I need you to come down here. You're right, Willie B. She could later backdoor you and say she didn't give you the right. That's what I'm saying, Don. Well, I talked to a friend of mine who was an attorney, and I asked them, how should I proceed? How should I handle this? And if you were around back then, I did a whole video. I think it's on members only now, but I did a whole video where I broke down. I talked to an attorney. The attorney told me to do A, B, and C, and I did what the attorney told me to do. And like I said, she wasn't willing to come on to do an interview, so I kind of let it go. So yeah, I do think that Tiffany is probably dealing with some things. It's a lot that she's gone through in a short amount of time. But I stand by what I said about the DUI situation. Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to do better. I'm gonna need you to make better decisions, and I'm gonna need you to do better. I remember this, and I still question why she didn't want a platform to tell her truth. I have some thoughts on it. How do I say this? My thoughts on it. I mean, I just think that she was trying. I think she wanted to use me to tell her story, but your story is just that. It's your story. Tiffany had a totally different story. You know what I mean? And some of what she said, I was able to verify was true. And other things that she said, I was like, I need more information. You know what I mean? So, but it made me uncomfortable with the way things went down that I just left it alone. Like I said, I was willing to do the interview. I mean, I was down for the interview because when she reached out to me, it was hot. You know what I mean? It was hot. It was the top of the blogs type situation. So, baby, I was here for the interview. I was ready to do it. And then, she didn't want to do it. So anyway, but with that being said, we're about to get off of here now. I'm about to take a break. Meet me back here. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's 7:15. So we said we're going to come back at 9 o'clock. And we are going to do this Diddy timeline. I already have the live set up. So y'all meet me back. And I will be dropping a link. So if you guys want to come back and you guys want to talk or speak on any of this Diddy stuff. So Katrina, if you want to come back, I'm sure going to be getting back on the Aaron Hall stuff then. But we are going to be going through a timeline of Diddy's timeline of violent events and scandals. So we're going to be going through a timeline of scandals and violent events. So that's what we're going to be doing at 9 o'clock. So meet me back here, and I will talk to y'all then. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button on your way out the door. Thank you so much. Mwah! So no Bell Collective tonight. I mean, I'm not going to do a live about Bell Collective. No. Shoot, after that episode last week, they better be lucky I'm still going to do a review. Okay. All right. Talk to y'all later. Mwah.